I've just removed the second power unit that went in here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a USB one in. So that was in there, and I've got this USB port to go in, but it goes in, but I've got no way of tightening it up. I've got the thread here, but and that fits in. Now I can't tighten it up, so what I'm going to have to do is cut this so I can put this on, to put the locker onto it to tighten it all up. So that's the next thing. Other thing is on this connect valve, I've taken that off so it's easy to get at, and that just clips back on again. I've got this little baby here, this little port that hooks in. I assume it's something to do with the radio. I'm not too sure, and it was wired up. Now, if anybody else has any information what it is, let me know, so I want to get this good cleaned up, because it looks really yucky. So that's what I'm doing. I'm changing, so I'm putting that in, and I'm putting an extra long USB port in, cable in, and I'm going to run it through. So let me know what you think. I've moved all this around there, and I had two ports for here for the power unit, but nowadays you need a USB port, and I'll put it there, and it's in the motor, you can see it okay. I was going to put it in this section, but I couldn't because of this, and then I wouldn't be able to tighten it up. So I've put it on there so I've tightened it up nicely, and while I was at it, I got it apart. It looked a bit mangy, so I put a quick lick of paint on it, and just made it look a little bit tidier. So I've just done that. It did come with this, but then this will keep flopping over all the time. It'll be dead awkward. So I didn't bother putting this on. I left this off. There wasn't any real need for it. So I've bought a converter for the Type C, USB to Type C. I'll put it in that little one-handed, I can't get anything off. One of these to USB to Type C. It just plugs into your USB ports. And now I'm going to put it back into the van. That's what we're doing now. The other thing that I did have was an audio output which went through here. I've put an extra long USB lead in now, and this was the audio out, but I don't use it, so I'm not going to bother fitting that back in there. So I'm going to take that off. I think I'm going to cut a little side in, so I'll put the USB cable in, make it look a bit tidy, and that's sliding. So that's what I'm up to next. So now I've got that in, and I can put the dash cam in there, and that works. So I've got the USB in there, which now runs through there, down there. I think it looks a bit tidier that way. Then I'll run it round underneath there, up, to the dash here. Now what I've got to do is I've got to elevate this a bit, because these leads, they don't come with a right angle crank on, so I've got to elevate it. So when I put the phone in, it's okay, it's going to be a little bit high, but there you go, that's what point. So that's what I've got to do now. So that's the next bit now, just to do that last bit. Block that up with something, I'm not too sure what. I'll fabricate a bit of metal, I think. See what I can do. There we go. So now I fitted that up. Now it's nice and solid. That's very good. So I'll just squeeze it in and I'll pop back out and release it. And now that's plugged into the bottom of the phone. So that's a lot better now. It'll charge it up, which is what I wanted to do. And it's not out the way. And it's plugged in down there. So, and that comes up with the volts. So according to this, I'm only running here to 11.7 volts. So that's connected into there, that's working on there. The next job is the dash cam, because that's a mess, but that works now, so I'll tidy all this up next. Job done.